Hi everyone, in this lesson we're going to be looking at The Frightened City by The Shadows. This is taken from the film of the same name back in 1961. This is a song I've had quite a few requests for, so we'll do what we always do, we'll go in for a close-up and have a look how it's done. Okay, so we're going to start with what I'm going to call the A section. So we need 2nd fret of the G string, then the open top string, then we're going to bend the 4th fret of the B string up to 5. Okay, so that's a semitone bend from D sharp to an E. Okay, and then we hit the open top E string again. Okay, so that gives you. Okay, we do that 4 times in total. Okay, so we now have the B section. Okay, so this is going to start with the open low E string, and then we're going to play open 2, 3 on the A string. We then have the 2nd fret of the D string. We're then going to play the 2nd fret of the A string and the D string together. Okay, and add some vibrato to that with the vibrato bar. And then just the 2nd fret of the D string. Okay, so that goes. Okay, then we're going to have the B section now. So we're going to start with the open low E string. We're then going to play open 2, 3 on the A string. Then 2nd fret of the D. Then we're going to play the 2nd fret of the A string and the D string together. Add some vibrato with the vibrato bar, and then just 2 on the D string. And again add some vibrato. Okay, so that should sound like this. Okay, we repeat that almost exactly the same. Except here we don't play the 2 strings together, we just play the 2nd fret of the A string. And then the 2nd fret of the D string. Okay, so the second time. Okay, we then play the 4th fret of the G string to the 2nd fret of the G, then 2nd fret of the D string, then 4th fret and 2nd fret of the G string. Okay, then very similar, we go 4 to 2 on the G, and this time we have 3 on the D string, then 4 to 2 on the G again. Okay, so those 2 bars together. Okay, we're then going to go 4 to 2 on the G again, then 3 to 2 on the D, open D, 2nd fret of the A, open E string, and then open A string. Okay, so that gives you. Okay, so I'll run through that first half of the B section slowly. Okay, so we then repeat all that with a variation on the last 2 bars. So what I'll do is I'll just play through it again, and then we'll talk about it when we get to the part where there's the variation. So. and here was our variation comes in. We're going to go 4 to 2 on the G string, then 2 to open on the D string, then 3 to 2 on the A string, then the open E string, and the open A string. Okay, so that second half of the B section sounds like this. Okay, so I'll put the two halves of the B section together now. Okay, so now we come to the C section. So for this we're going to start on 12 on the B string. We're then going to play 12, 14, 16 on the top E. We're then going to come back down 14 and 12 on the top E. We're then going to play 14 to 12 on the B string. We're then going to have 11 on the G with some vibrato, and then 12 on the B. Okay, so that will give you. Okay, we're going to do something similar now, but a little bit different. We're starting again on 12 on the B. This time we're going to go 12, 14, 15 on the top E. And then come down 14 to 12 on the top E. Then here we're going to play 13 to 12 on the B. Okay, so that gives you. Okay, we're then going to do a rundown on the G and the B strings. We're going to have 11 on the G, then 10 on the B, 9 on the G, 8 on the B, 7 on the G, 6 on the B. Okay, so that'll give you. Okay, we're now going to play 12 on the top E string, and add plenty of vibrato to that. Okay, and that note is an E. What we're going to do now is we're going to bend the B string up from a D sharp to an E. So that's going to be 16 to 17. And again, add plenty of vibrato to that. Now these are 2 beat notes, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we play the 12 again with plenty of vibrato, and then this time just grab 17 on the B. So we're just playing the E note, but we're playing it on different strings. So we've got 1 on the E string, then 17 on the B, back to 12 on the E, 17 on the B. And these are 1 beat notes, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that whole little passage there will sound like this. Okay, so we're now going to play the B section again, but with a slight variation at the end. So what I'll do is I will play through the bits that we already know, and then stop when we get to the part that needs to be varied. Okay, then after that there is a 1 bar rest. Okay, we then have a palm muted section. So what we're going to do here is to place the palm of our hand down on the strings near the bridge, just to create this this palm muted sound. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to play 2 on the D string, then 2 on the G string twice, and then the A string open. Okay, we then do 2 on the D again, 2 on the G just once this time, and then the open A string. Okay, so it should sound like this. Okay, a little bit slower. Okay, we then have 2 more bars that are rested. Okay, we now come to the D section, which I can only describe as a solo section. I know the whole song's an instrumental, but this section sort of has the feel of a lead guitar solo. Okay, so for this, what we're going to do is we're going to bend 13 up to 14 on the B string. We then play 12 on the top E string. Okay, we then have 13 on the B again, then 12 on the top E, then 13, and again bend this up a semitone, and then play 14 on the G. Okay, so that sounds like this. Okay, we then play 14 on the D string, then going to hammer 14 to 15 on the G string, and play 12 on the B. And what we're going to do here is we're going to pull off 15 to 14, then pull off to 12, all in one motion. Okay, we then play 14 on the D string. Okay, so let me do that slowly. Okay, a little bit quicker. Okay, we then have 14 on the G string. I'm going to bend 13 of the B up a semitone. Then play 14 on the G. Okay, we're going to play 14 again, but we're going to pull it off to 12 on the G string. And then we have 14 twice on the D string. Okay, so that'll sound like this. Okay, so I'll do the whole of that lead section slowly. Okay, and now a little bit quicker. Okay, so we now play the C section again with a slight variation. So what I'll do is I'll play through everything that is exactly the same as before, and then stop when I get to the variation. Okay, and now the difference is we're going to play this section at the end of playing these repeated E's. So we're going to first of all play the E on the 12th fret of the top E string. Again with some vibrato. That is a 2-beat note, so 1, 2. We're then going to do the same here where we bend 16 up to 17 on the B, but this time it's going to be a 1-beat note, and then we're going to go back to 12 on the top E. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then in the second bar, we're going to hold down the 12th fret of the top E and play that along with bending 16 of the B string. So we're going to hold those 2, and once we've bent it, we're going to play it 3 more times. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that now becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the whole of that C section then with the variation becomes. Okay, so now we play through the B section again. Okay, so as before, there's a variation, so I will play through until we get to that variation, and then I'll walk you through what we do there. Okay, then here we have a 2-bar rest. Okay, and then we play this. Okay, that is something we've done before, so it's this one. It's 2 to 4 on the G, 2 to open on the D, 3 to 2 on the A string, the open E, and then the open A string. Okay, so I'll just play you through all of that. So. One, two, three, four, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, and then finally we go back to repeating the A section until the song fades out. Okay, thanks for watching everyone. I hope you enjoyed the lesson and found it useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.